Blind Date with George Harrison. George Harrison reviews the singles of December 1964. Is it supposed to be a vocal or an instrumental? It's okay, but it won't do a thing over here. If he'd sing something more, I might stand a better chance of guessing who he is. If he's a singer, he wants to speak up a bit. Wait a second, I like that voice there. Could it be James Brown? His voice is a gas. Why doesn't he use it here? I think he's great, and I love his single Out of Sight. But this isn't a hit. Sorry. It's Little Richard, Blueberry Hill. It's a knockout, but unfortunately, it won't be a hit. I can imagine him rushing around the stage smashing the mic to pieces while he's singing. I love the woo part. That's probably where we pinched out the woo thing. Well, it's nice to know he's still doing rockers like these. I like it, but Bamalama didn't do much, and that was better than this. So I can't see this doing much better than the bottom half of the top 50. It's a French one. They're trying for a Phil Spector sound. Apart from the voice, which I like because it's nice and smoochy, it's an American-sounding record. Few continental songs are successful here, but I imagine it's quite nice if you're stoned out of your head and you're tired of noisy songs.
And when the thrill is gone, well, I'll be moving on, and that's why I'm a happy guy.
Ricky Nelson. I've always liked the sound of his records. And the backings are good. It has that usual easy-moving beat. He hasn't had many hits in Britain, has he? I can't see this being a big hit. Bottom of the 50 maybe. It's quite nice though. His guitarist is James Burton, and he's marvelous on every Ricky Nelson record. This one has a good bass and a good intro, but nothing else happens. No, it can't be a hit. The song's nothing.
Find myself another heart where I can live all by myself.
It's a Major Lance type backing. The saxes are doing a Major Lance thing like on Monkey Time and Hey Little Girl. If it isn't a Motown, it's an Impressions type of song. It's nice, but I don't know who it is. Oh yeah, that's a new group that George Martin has recorded. The lead voice is great, but the only thing about it that I don't like is that the arrangement is exactly the same as the original by the High Keys. But as very few people will have heard the original, I suppose it's okay. This is a good record. It stands a chance. I prefer the trumpets in the original to this sound. But generally, it's a nice sounding record. And George Martin should be proud of them.
Beat me to the punch, one more time. Beat me to the punch.
It slays me how all these things keep coming out with that beat. This is You Beat Me to the Punch, the old Mary Wells number. And whoever's singing it has an awful voice for this sort of music. She's singing a soul song and she hasn't got any soul. The voice is alright, but not for this sort of material. She'd be better off with Kathy Kirby or Susan Morn material. This is very weak to anybody who knows the original version. She shouldn't have been allowed to record this sort of material. It doesn't suit her. Okay, off. Awful song. I'd say it's British. No idea who it is. Good rhythm sound, but it's an awful song and it doesn't stand a chance. But then, we thought the same thing about Have I the Right by the Honeycombs, and so did a lot of people. Thank you. Enough of that record.
Now it feels so great to be alive. You came, and now my soul has been revived.
British. I've heard better versions of this as well. I've definitely heard this song before, and from what I remember, it was much better. I can't stand this sort of British group sound. Sounds to me like they've borrowed the end of our song Please Please Me, like so many records do.
I love, 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 love you, Caroline.
I don't know who it is, but it definitely sounds British. Isn't this that radio station's signature tune? I don't like it, and I particularly don't like that voice. It should get a lot of plays on Radio Caroline, but it won't be a hit and you can take it off.
We could, you and I.
I have no idea who it is. I don't like this sort of song. It sounds like someone trying to do a Dean Martin bit, but I don't like it. No, that's enough of that. Thank you.
The bell that couldn't jingle, they went jingling all the way.
I can't stand Christmas records either. It took me all my time last year to like parts of that Phil Spector Christmas LP. I suppose people might buy this for their babies to smash at parties. It's about time people realized that they don't get a hit at Christmas just because they're doing a Christmas song. I don't know who it is, but it isn't Mick Jagger. The recording is technically awful. I dislike the whole thing. You can take it off.